Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'd love to see him.
It's almost like legacy of like the NFL versus.
But I definitely think that Baker could be a really good player for the Panthers moving forward.
Did I say Oreos?
There's a lot of questions I have about Mahomes. Looks like a kid playing Madden.
Turning point in the game is the 13-second drive.
They play very hard, even though they're terrible.
He's a good pick. For sure. He's going to be a good player. But I can't argue against the Jamar Chase pick.
They made moves saying we're going to win this year, at least get into the playoffs.
I'm going with my guy, Corey Seager. So glad.
What's good, y'all? My name is Austin Jarman, and I play rugby for the University of Notre Dame. And you're listening to the Outsider's Opinion with Austin and Kevin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. As we said in a previous video on our World Series or Bust video, the season is technically already started because of the Tokyo series. This year is the Cubs and Dodgers, of course. I'm curious how you feel about it, Austin. I'm filling up one more stat. There were 25 million viewers for the Tokyo series. That was the average of viewers, and it was the most watched MLB game in the country's history. But does it feel weird having the season start in Tokyo?
I think it just makes opening day a little more confusing because it's opening day in the US, right? It's not really opening day for the season because the season's already started. And I do find it a little intriguing that I know why it was Dodgers and the Cubs, but I just find it a little bit confusing because it's at a time that it's just impossible to watch it, right? So, because it start at like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m.?
Probably for us. I haven't looked at it. I always view opening day as the beginning of the season. Then I think the past 2 years it's been the Tokyo series. And I can understand the argument being they do it before because of jet lag. So they have time. Because I'd be in favor of you do opening day, then you have the Tokyo series. And then you're back to the normal. I don't understand the switch.
I think that they should. I would do it like after All-Star break or before All-Star break. Or around sometime around All-Star break, because I think it would be during the season. I think you'd have much more. I think you'd have a higher audience, but of people watching. But again, the time makes it very difficult.
Yeah, and for reference, that's my mistake. Last year was the Korea series. This year was the Tokyo series.
Yeah, I think there was another Tokyo series before, though. I don't think this is the first 2 years of having a series before the season.
Yeah, it's just, I agree. It makes it opening day confusing because it's opening day in the U.S., but the season's already started. But I like them growing the game. But I do agree it'd be fun if it was the All-Star game, All-Star break, because I understand that they want the Tokyo series to bring attention. So, and I think after the All-Star break, it's not really that high. So that could serve as a way to go, oh, we're in Tokyo.
Yeah, and also, like, you could advertise that, hey, these All-Stars, whatever, so are here. So I just think it would make more sense than when it is before the season, because it's not really even that close to the beginning of the season. And I get that. That's because, like you said, jet lag. But
yeah, no, it feels like it's a start, then stop, then start again. And like they celebrate opening day, which I understand, but the season's already started. So it's just like, okay, why are we celebrating a week and a half into the season starting? I would also be in favor. You could do this different ways. Like we talked about Four Nations. What if the MLB kind of did a Four Nations thing? You replace the All-Star game with like a Tokyo series. You also have a Korea series just on different days.
What would the Four Nations be?
Well, I wouldn't do like Four Nations, but I would the Four Nations took place of the All-Star game and took place during the All-Star week. I would do different series during that All-Star week. Like, I wouldn't do the Four Nations because I really like the World Baseball Classic. So to me, that's more Four Nations like. I would take the idea of let's do something else during the All-Star break instead of the All-Star game. That way you have attention on the Tokyo series.
Yeah. It's just could those really be regular season though? Because they're regular season games, right? So that's where the problem really comes in.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would agree with you if they were just an exhibition, but they're not. They're supposed to represent 2 games in the regular season. And if you were to have 2 teams play regular season games during the All-Star break, I feel like that'd be weird. And if it was supposed to be between like just all-star teams or countries for that matter, I also think it'd be weird because then you'd have to fit in 2 more games into the schedule, which they've done before. But I think that I haven't been able to watch a game because they happen at a time that I am not able to watch.
Yeah, and just I haven't watched them because I'm not in the mood for baseball at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Or I'm just not awake. So
no, it's fair. Yeah, you and I are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think that they'll change it, or do you think they'll keep these sort of series? Maybe not Tokyo or Korea, but maybe they do a Mexico series or whatever, right? Do you think that's something that could continue? I know they do the games in Mexico, right? They do already do a Mexico City one, but I guess it's because they don't have the time delay. But then they've had the London series. They've had a series actually in a lot of countries. I know they've had the London series. They had the Mexico City series because those games are always like 15-12 because of the Mexico City elevation. They've had the Korea. They've had Tokyo. I'm assuming this is something that they continue to do.
Yeah, and I like it. I just think there are some tweaks that can be made. Just like maybe don't start the season with the Tokyo series. Like find a different. But I think it's great. Like the Tokyo series was significantly higher than the Korea series, and I like choosing the Dodgers as well. Just kind of you have Ohtani
and the Cubs because they have Seiya Suzuki.
Oh yeah. So I like that, and I think maybe 3 years ago it was Ohtani as well. It was, but when it was with the Angels, so I like that bringing the players close to home. That's got to be fun for the players. So, and I think with the Padres last year was Hyosung Kim, who played in the KBO.
Yeah, I also saw did you see they were doing exhibition games between teams? I don't know if it was with the Cubs and I don't know if the Cubs did an exhibition game with the Japanese team. I know some team did an exhibition game against the Japanese team.
Yeah, that to me, I'm all in favor of that, of expanding the league and bringing more viewership because the MLB needs viewership. But to me, there are just some tweaks of like, don't open the season with it, find another time, and make time for it.
I agree.
So yeah, let us know your thoughts on the Tokyo series this year, and then just series in the past. We mentioned the London one as well. You also Mexico City and the Korea series. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.